but our initial desire is for God, and we'll never be satisfied until we attain God. So in this second chapter, Shri Krishna doesn't tell us very much about this, but he gives us a little hint. He says, Tani sarvani sanyamya yukta asita mat para. He tells us we have to join our mind with God. This is a simple statement, but it's everything we need to know. We need to expand on it, but the basic point is there. Right now, our mind is joined with the world. Why? Because we believe we'll find happiness in this world. Our mind has been operating under that assumption that there's happiness in the world since forever, for unlimited past lifetimes. So our mind has become totally attached in this world. In other words, it's totally joined with the world. That's why it's full of worldly desires. Why do we need to attach the mind to God? This is explained later in the Gita, that wherever your mind is attached, that is what you will attain. I'll give you an example. There was a great jnani named Jada Bharat Paramahans. He was very high up spiritually speaking, but he hadn't attained God yet. Now one day, Jada Bharat, even though he lived in the jungle, he had a little hut, few disciples who learned from him. One day he was taking a bath in the river near his hut, and he saw that this deer got scared out of the jungle on the other side of the river. He heard this lion roar, and then the deer came jumping out of the forest and jumped right into the river. Now the deer was actually pregnant, and when the deer jumped into the river and tried to swim away to save herself, she didn't even realize that that baby deer was born right there in the river. The mother deer was totally unaware. She kept on swimming away and bounded off into the forest on the other side. So Jada Bharat saw this baby deer drowning in the river, scooped him up, and now the mother was long gone, so he started taking care of that deer. And you know how it is when you see like a kitten, a puppy, any little baby is so cute, so it's very easy to get attached to it. So Jada Bharat fed that baby deer, gave it water, bathed it every day, treated it like his own child, slept with the deer next to him to keep it warm. So in this process, his mind got attached to the deer. So what happened when he was dying, he called his disciples and said, now I'm dying, so you all have to take care of this deer now. So once he left his body, since his mind was attached in the deer, he was reborn in his next life as a deer. So it's an axiom that we're reborn according to our attachments. And where do we get attached? We get attached to whatever we think is going to give us happiness. So another question is, well, where is happiness? We already discussed. Happiness is in God. The worldly happiness we experience is not real happiness. It's like a temporary happiness we get. It's never satisfying enough. So when perfect happiness doesn't exist in the world, it doesn't matter how much you try to get it, you can't. It's like you have water, and you churn the water thinking that butter will come out of it. If you churn the water for 3 hours, 3 years, 3 million years, 3 million lifetimes, you're never going to get butter out of that water. You have to churn milk. You have to churn curd, then you'll get actual butter. So we can go on desiring this world and go on being, well, you can say experiencing exactly what we experienced today and yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. The amazing thing is that we keep trying the same thing, expecting a different result. what we experience today by enjoying the world, is it not the same as what we experienced yesterday? Yes, it is. And is that not the same as what we experienced the day before that? Yes, it is. But don't we wake up every morning thinking, today it will be different? Today I'll find real happiness in this world? Why do we believe that? What evidence do we have to... What's the basis of our belief? There's no basis. It's like an ignorance, actually. So the saints and the scriptures tell us that real happiness is in God. The happiness that will make you feel like that's it. That's the thing I was looking for. That is only in God. And that lasts forever. It's a perfect kind of happiness. So if we want that, we have to attach our mind to God. Plain and simple. You want to attain God, attach your mind to God. You want to attain the world, attach your mind in the world. Your choice. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandhamokshayo. Our scriptures say that mind is the cause of bondage and liberation. If you attach your mind to God, you get liberated. Liberated means freed. Freed from your desires, free from death, free from everything. And if you attach your mind in the world, you're still bound. So this is why we have to attach our mind to God.